South Asian tensions seen dominating Indian BRICS summit. In upcoming BRICS summit, can India corner Pakistan completely at global level on terror issue? Are the changing dynamics in India-China relationship shifting India away from traditional non-alignment? Why it is important for India to do a balancing act with Russia and China at BRICS summit. GS Paper 2, Effect of Policies and Politics of Developed and Developing Countries on India's Interests, Indian Diaspora. What is the context about? India will host the 8th BRICS summit during its chairmanship, which is scheduled to take place on 15–16 of October 2016 in Goa. The theme of India's BRICS chairmanship is building responsive, inclusive, and collective solutions. During India's BRICS chairmanship, it will adopt a 5-pronged approach. Institution building to further deepen, sustain and institutionalize BRICS cooperation. Implementation of the decisions from previous summits. Integrating the existing cooperation mechanisms. Innovation, that is, new cooperation mechanisms, and continuity, that is, continuation of mutually agreed existing BRICS cooperation mechanisms. In upcoming BRICS summit, can India corner Pakistan completely at global level on terror issue? India will take its drive to isolate Pakistan and rally the international community against cross-border militancy to a BRICS summit of emerging market powers. After the Uri attack, India quickly won expressions of support from the West and from Russia. With the collapse of a South Asian regional summit to have been hosted by Pakistan, India had regionally isolated Pakistan. Now the Goa gathering will also feature an outreach session to countries from the Bay of Bengal region that could emerge as an alternative focus of regional cooperation. Are the changing dynamics in India-China relationship shifting India away from traditional non-alignment? Recently, China has rebuffed India's calls for the United Nations to designate Maulana Masood Azhar, leader of the Jaish-e-Mohammed group that India blames for recent cross-border attacks, as a terrorist. That reflects an evolving rivalry between the world's two most populous nations. At the same time, China is expanding its economic and strategic reach into the Indian Ocean region and signing loans worth $24 billion. Thus it is clear that India is seeking to close huge economic and military gaps and is shifting away from traditional non-alignment and seeking a closer partnership with the United States. Why it is important for India to do a balancing act with Russia and China at BRICS summit. Balancing with China. In a twin strategy, India will be flexing its trade muscles with China and Russia. India is banking on the strength of its markets where Chinese imports stands at $61.7 billion to ensure that Beijing falls in line. For China too, which is facing a slowdown, it is imperative to find a trade partner in India. Interestingly, China has raised a demand for a free trade area among BRICS nations to remove tariff barriers. Here, India holds the key to push its own terms with Beijing. These factors would play a significant role ranging from blocking India's NSG bid, to water wars in the Brahmaputra River and a veto against India's bid to designate Masood Azhar as a global terrorist at UN. Balancing with Russia. Russia conducted a joint military exercise with Pakistan, signaling a change in equation. President Vladimir Putin underlined how Indian businesses have invested about $8 billion in Russia. While trade between India and Russia dipped by 7.8% last year, nuclear and defense are the two key areas of cooperation with 18 key agreements in the pipeline. Recent months have seen greater security cooperation between Russia and China as they find common ground against the US. Keeping in mind the changing scenario of world's powerful nations, it is very important for India to do a balancing act with Russia and China at BRICS summit.